Hey, hey, live on YouTube. Am I too quiet? Okay, so since there is no one here, I will also stream. I'm recording, not streaming, that's very dumb. I will also try to stream on. I need a streaming title, so I will stream on Reddit. And if you. Oh no, I cannot hear myself, that's so bad. Okay. I hope that's loud enough. I might just speak up a little louder. So, doing stuff in Blender on the artist studio. Start streaming, and I'm broadcasting to the Reddit. That's pretty great. I will. That's right. I will. So I will kind of remove the music or make it quieter, which is very nice to do. And just give me a second to figure it out. So no one is watching anywhere really, which is pretty great news. No connections. There is no music. Well, whatever. That's that's okay. I will just I guess I will just turn this one off and turn this music fully off here, and I will turn on some where is it? I had some royalty-free lo-fi music, and here it is on here it is on everywhere. Yay. Okay, someone is actually watching besides my manager over here. So I will do the thing. I will turn this off, and you can see my wallpaper, and I will do the same for YouTube. Screen capture. Here you go. Yay. Screen capture bigger. Maybe like this. It's been 4 minutes and I achieved nothing, but it's okay. So let's do some Blender stuff, I guess. And can you hear the music? Is it okay? A bit louder? Okay. I hope Oh my god. So many cursors on the screen. I don't know how people do this stuff. Something like this. Okay, so what I have today is I guess I can just show you guys my little art project and a thing I'm working on as a mood board. So for a bit of context, and this is just Inkscape, and I was doing some shots from The Simpsons in Blender. So the thing that I was doing, I was just remaking some of the, it's called the Cynic Simpsons on Instagram. The Instagram account picks up some of the most like cinematic and isolated artistic shots from the whole series, and honestly I love it. I don't know, I just like looking at it. So I was doing some shots, and if you've seen the intro just now, one of these shots, I made several, and I will maybe show you some of these later, but it's this. Let me just show you the, I guess, the point, because it's quickly on my, so in, I do this on YouTube, and I do this on Reddit, and that's the shot right here. Yeah. Okay, now I'm again confused about all of the recordings and streamings. Okay, here we go. And today I just wanted to stream a part of me kind of figuring out less boring stuff, less boring part of the 3D creation process in doing this shot, recreation of this. So what I have is, I have my Blender here, and I will just delete this cube for no reason, for fun. Just like to, let's get closer. I just like to look and change the shading even. I just like how the cube is suffering when I'm removing its life essence. Ah, beautiful. But we don't need this file anyway. I actually need this one. And I already have like a mock-up of the mock-up. That's the mesh, but like I have a decent part of the render figured out, but for now it's not that similar. It doesn't look like that in terms of the lighting. So let me show you how it looks now. And on this stream I will try to figure out some of the environment and lighting. I don't know how it's gonna go. So yeah, we can see the reference, the lovely okay, the lovely reference image over here. And some of these I don't even know which part is it. Some of these I have no idea what these are. Oh, someone says DVS DYOTHI says hi, and I say hi, and I say hi back on YouTube. Okay, thank you for being here for me and supporting my first ever YouTube stream, I guess. So I already rewatched the episode of The Simpsons that this is from. I believe it's the Treehouse of Horror season, I think 9 or something. And it's the episode where Homer accidentally creates a time machine and tries to ruin and then fix the time of his time. He's having a great time, okay? And from this shot, this scene over here, I know that it's happening in the basement, and there is from this side over there is like a window, and there is some nice morning lighting coming through from a window, so that's kind of informs my decision for the lighting here. Let me show you. Did I do this? Okay, so my initial idea was to use one of these HDRIs that are, where are you? Okay, this one. So this one is pretty, it's not that visible on the Reddit stream. It's kind of like a room environment, but it doesn't quite look like I want it to, you know? It's too colory and it's too much. It looks kind of ugly here on the screenshot and on this Simpsons episode. So I'm thinking of just using a little, because it's supposed to be a basement. I'm thinking of using something simpler. This is why I switched to another HDRI. And if you don't know, I'm using Eevee. In Eevee, HDRI is kind of everything in terms of like reflections, and yeah, it's important to pick the right one, or at least to like color grade it correctly. So let me try for now. That's where the experimentation. You somehow cannot find my channel. Banana swirling in something. I mean, it's youtube.com/adl_random. That's my channel. Let me check. youtube.com/adl_random. Did they misspell something? Hey, I know, just typing in, I guess, it's kind of frustrating, but yeah. The name of the channel is Adlishinsky, but like it's my name, so I guess just type it in. So let me. But hey, thank you for trying to find my channel at all. That's very appreciated. So this is a bit closer in terms of the reflections, and let me change that a bit. Is it visible here? I can just do this. Bloop. Okay. So I guess if we have a shadow here and the window comes from that side, that's a bit incorrect to what we're trying to achieve scenically, but like maybe that's gonna work. Can I go 0? Okay. Something like this maybe. And I'm gonna have to put a wall. I'm gonna have to put a wall here. It's incredible how much more frustrating it is to stream and work at the same time. Because I have to look at all of the screens, even though like barely anyone watches right now. I have to talk and look at chat. Okay. So let me look at this again and think. Let's put up a wall. It's looking actually not as bad as it looked with some of the other environments, and let me put up a wall as it should look. I don't know if I should comment how to make a wall. please support me by writing like a question or something, and maybe you're gonna make this more interesting. So this is obviously not a brick wall. Let me just see if I have any like plaster walls in my library. It's not like this. You go Ctrl Shift T and you select wall, brick, plasters. No, I didn't like this one. I remember having some white plaster off. Yeah, let's try this one. So I usually just use a bump map and I prefer to work with bump maps over the normal maps. 2K resolution, I think it's good enough for a background like this. Whoa, okay. So, I mean, it's obviously green, and the environment we're using is obviously, and change the lighting. It's actually a bit, yeah, it's white, right? It's supposed to be white. Yeah, it's like darker. Is it actually green? Do I have a... Looks like this plaster wall itself is a bit green. Yeah. So that's kind of perfect actually, if we change the lighting a bit and make it a bit more... Maybe my lamp is too colorful. It's too bright. Can try to make it 3. It's not visible here. I'm making my lamp basically 5 times that, and maybe less saturated. Kinda like this. And I guess I can just color correct my environment a bit to suit the mood of early morning. That's what I wanted to do. Let's see. Just add a bit more red, as if it's in the room. Oh wow. And take away some of the green. I guess something like this. Let's make our wall smaller. It's 2K anyway. I guess that's small enough. Okay, let's check out this wall. I'll make it less rough. That's pretty nice. And let's add some imperfection going. Is it a clear wall? Is it like a dirty wall? I don't know. But it's definitely something. Let's make it more of a dirty look. I have these surface imperfections and I'm gonna mix them. Much like this. Let's see. Make blender in blender. Okay, let me see if I have any blenders in my mood board that I'm making. Whoops, not here. I actually know that. Okay, so the Cheeky Show is writing, what's my favorite object in Blender? And whew, I glad they asked that, because it was a long time coming. Let me explain. So in Blender, you have several objects to choose from. And let me just list all of the objects you can choose from in Blender. So you can choose a plane, or a cube, or a circle, or a UV sphere, or an icosphere. If you're feeling quirky, you can choose a cylinder, a cone, a torus, a grid, a monkey, a bolt, geodesic dome, and don't get me started on this. Look how many options we have in the geodesic dome. So you have main, you have faces, you have something, you have hoops. Have you ever considered having a hoop? That's amazing. Single word. What the fuck is single word? Well, I'm glad that you asked. You can actually go into the edit mode and extrude stuff just from this single vertex. And now you do a little maneuver over here, and then you have a little, like, what is it, a horse? Eee, a horsey. Okay, I'm gonna stop. So I was overlaying, my favorite is a cube, obviously. I was overlaying some of the surface imperfection over here, and looks kind of like, actually that's surprisingly, I'm pretty lucky with this. It's surprisingly well looking. Okay, I have a my Megascan library, and let me go into the surface imperfections, and I have some like leakage actually. This one, yes, 2K is good enough. Let me preview this. Pretty nice stuff. Looks like someone jizzed on the wall, which of course would happen in Simpsons. And again, I guess I will overlay it with everything. Okay, I'm gonna have to end this once and for all. The round cube. The round cube is your friend. The round cube is superior to every other types of spheres or cubes, and you have to realize. No, I haven't yet tried Cycles X because it's in beta, and I'm more of a Eevee guy myself personally. So the round cube is superior, and this is why. Here's the UV sphere. Look at this topology. Look at this. This is an embarrassment. I'm trying to subdivide it, okay? More subdivisions. Extremely round. But look at this. What the fuck is this? It's a pole. Do you want a pole? No, you don't. Believe me, if you want to try to sculpt this, you're trying to do some little sculpty. Look how many vertices you have here. It gets squarish and stuff. And look how many extra bullshit vertices you have here. Do you think this is funny? Do you Yes, I know, I'm aware that there is a bug. I know that when you add a round cube in the version 293, you have to actually go here, just go here, it's easy, and put 1 in the scale. I hope that helps. Back to my thing. Yeah, I think I should try Cycles X, to be honest. Everyone's so hyped about it, but it doesn't support like volumetrics and stuff yet. I'm doing something completely wrong here. I actually need to do a little trick of separating the... Yeah, I said I'm gonna do the lighting, but I'm actually doing just some wall material, I guess, but why not? So I want some leakage, right? And I have this leakage texture. This is a good example of doing this, I guess. I wanna, what you do is you use your texture coordinate node and separate XYZ to separate like this gradient. So any of these are, you know what, it's actually not Z, it's Y in this case. Okay. So you mix it with the mix RGB, you put it to overlay, and put it all the way to 1. Pretty sure it's like this. And yeah, again, it's not Z, it's Y in this case. And you have some leakage, it's pretty cool. And now you can use a basic color ramp setup over here to... Aww. Someone gave me a silver award, that's so cute. Thank you, Zio Rasha. Thank you. So here we go, some nice leakage, and it disappears here and it shows here. So why it works is basically because overlay treats the gray areas as 0, but the contrasty areas it either hides or shows for, I hope it makes sense, for this other texture. Therefore that's pretty nice to look at. And here I'll just use the add option to add the leakage. I guess it kind of looks like garbage. Let's try multiply. Ooh. So it's gonna be less glossy there, but more glossy here. Let's see. Wow, that looks very bad. Guess because of this ramp, yeah. So this can be my roughness. But I care about this more, so we can use it to mix. Yeah, that's right. Either with black. This is how it would look like, right? On the wall, like darkish thing over here. I need to make it okay, I need to make it more like this. Yes. Oh, it's now too dark. It's fine. It's more of a gray thing. Here we go, we have some dirty, ugly leaks, as we should. And this is way better looking, I think. Hey, I'm not a big fan of round cube, okay? Zio Ryasha. I just use what I gotta use. So to have that shadow, I will pull it back a bit. Yes, Donald McFat. It is indeed Eevee. Well, Eevee is my friend. So I'm not happy with this texture over here. So I will actually use something else and I will look at wood on Blender Kit. And let me try some other old wood. And I love all sorts of wood. Rough wood, hardwood, white wood, black wood, short wood, trimmed wood, untrimmed wood. Everything goes. But right now, we need something of this color, I guess, to match. I don't really care. But really, like, I need to think what the Homer Simpson would use for a table, right? Should be some kind of old wood. That's his poor. And like 40 or something. It's a dick joke. I'm making a dick joke about wood, okay? Oh, yes. Let me see this. Oh, this is actually not bad. This is actually... Okay. So, way too many maps. Whoever made this, I'm not gonna use the displacement. It's just gonna make a bump in Eevee. Everything else is fine. Is metallic just like black? Yeah, this is what I thought. Like, I can do this myself, look. 0. 0. It's black. That's the same thing, okay? Okay. It's actually pretty nice. Piece of wood. I can kind of push it a bit more. Let's try to... It's nice. I'll use the same imperfection texture that I used just a second ago to give some like roughness imperfection, and I use it a lot everywhere. So let's mix with overlay so it mixes with our original node, which is not much, but I guess it can work. Let's see the ramp node. Whoops. Should I use another one for... Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's better, look. That's pretty nice, actually. Let me see my Quixel library real quick if I have a little like furniture thing, just like I need interior. Furniture. I want this one in the background. Whoop, 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 whoop. And there is nothing similar here. That's kinda sucks. Thanks to you, Epic Games. Should I just make one? Or what? I'm feeling kinda lazy to make one from scratch. Should we check out the blender swap? But it's gonna be slow. Blend swap. Let me search. Yes. And let me get the public domain one. Yeah, you know what? I don't like it. I don't like anything here, and I know that Quixel is just a bit quicker to... Jesus. Okay, let's do some other detail, whatever. I lost interest in this. Let me do a little, like, this, like, wireframe thing in the background here. Guess I can just do that real quick. Let me start from the top and line it first. And I shall cut it here, because I need... this is a bad idea. Stop. Okay. So I guess I can just insert a little thing over here and... Right? Let me see. So it's gonna go this way, about here. And I can delete this face and that face, and I can array modifier. Yes, I absolutely can array modifier. Ah! No, stop. Yes, no. 0. Chill. Merge. And it's arrayed now. I have a thing now. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. A piece. Yeah, geometry is the easier part. I can add some solidify to this to make it more real and less cringe, you know. Like this. And let's make some... Do I have some metallic material? Like this. What is this material? I don't know. Ah! What am I doing with my life? Jesus. Is it plastic or is it more metallic? I think it's metallic, but it's also rough. So I'm gonna use my Musgrave texture and bump. I don't specifically claim that Musgrave texture is mine. I just mean like this one. Let me isolate it and and let me use the same texture because it saves on memory if you just use one texture everywhere, and you can always align it and color it and do whatever, but you're gonna save a lot of memory in rendering if you just use the same texture over and over everywhere for imperfection. But I mean, it's not a good idea. Don't do this for hero assets, but you can absolutely do this for the background stuff, the tiny stuff. So that's way too, what, glossy, I think. It has to be more rough. Yeah, let's... Whew. This bump is way too strong. 0.1 at least. Yeah, at most I should say. Bevel. Ooh, that's unexpected. I thought it's gonna merge all of them, but I guess it didn't, and it kinda looks a bit more interesting. So that's, I mean, kinda. You know, it's good enough. Good enough. It's also green somehow. What? Why is it all green? It's so weird. Is it painted? Is it supposed to be? I don't know. But let me add some like greenish tint to it. Whew. Yes. So I guess we can try to fill up some detail of the stuff I will not really kit bash, but just need to get done. So while I still don't have a lighting figured out quite so as I wanted to, but this is also kind of low res, isn't it? I didn't like this wood at all. But let's have a glowing stick. I think actually this... I have a glow here and it doesn't help at all, so I will kind of remove it. Yeah, this one. Yeah, that's actually a bit more realistic, and I guess all of these... I didn't have a texturing quite set up yet. Let me look at the reference. Cylinder. Scale it down. all of a sudden it's like a modeling stream now. I can copy rotation from this one, so we don't have to align. Oh, I still have to align it. Okay. Let me do it correctly. This one should glow for sure, right? I think so. This we're gonna call red and green. I imagine it being like a uranium. Uranium? I don't know. I'm not that well educated, okay? So, this part is... Oh, Jesus. Goes like this. And I have another loop over here, and these will be... Let's have green glow. Very easy. Emission 5 green. Here we go. Sign. And these will be like a metal here, sign, and this one is metal here, a sign. What's wrong with the green glow? Where did it go? I don't know. But it's gonna get deleted automatically, so let's just make another one. Yes, that's basically... I don't know what's this, but that's basically what I need. You know what's funny, guys? It actually seems like Reddit has way less of a delay of streaming than YouTube does. That's weird. So that's cool. It has some of the glow, and it would be more blown up. Why is it lagging? Too many lights. Do I use some kind of procedural texture? Why is it so like laggy on a close-up? Okay. What I want to do here is actually use a light. I want to use a light, and maybe that's too many lights, maybe that's bad, but I don't care. I have to set my shadow to none. Okay, where did the... like the area light? That's the wrong area light. Is this one? Okay. So this guy is green. Like so. And he also has... Yes, this light is gender coded, okay? He is a beautiful green boy. Wow. That's kind of cool, actually. With this light and the red light, it's way too bright, though. So this one is only 1 of brightness, and... Yes. Maybe it's cooler to make it bright. Let's have them brighter and see what... Ooh, I actually like it way more than the... like a sun lighting up. So what if we can make... Let's try to remove this render. Ooh, this light, I wanted to say, and make like a darker environment. That's a bit too dark, but oh, that's Not what I wanted to do at all. Bloop. So maybe that's gonna take care of our lighting, right? Wanna do some fog? This is what it would look like in the cinema, I think. They would just add a lot of fog and be like, "Ooh, look at this. This is..." Fog means science fiction. Is this a little science fiction I'm doing here? That's crazy. Okay. Guess the bloom would be harder here than if it eliminates everything. Ah, Jesus. Oh, okay. So my color. Oh yeah, this color is pretty bright. That's cool. So I like this way more, but it still looks like garbage. And unlike with my previous render, it doesn't supposed to look like garbage. The problem here is that this part is not illuminated by anything, and therefore it's completely flat looking. And to fix that, I will try to illuminate with something, and maybe this lamp, but I bet too. You know, a bit less bright, you know. Why does it look like garbage? Can you stop looking like garbage for a second? Should I try out the sun lamp? Nope, I shouldn't. Goodbye. Don't like anything. Let me think. Let me save. Let me think. Let's try some crazier lighting. Let's say, that's weird from that angle. Ah, that's my issue, right? I made this crooked to fit the shape of the image. I have to fix that. I have to get that back. Kinda sucks, but I need my shadows. Okay, should I make the crooked table too then? I don't know. It's kinda dumb, but let's try. Make like a loop here and loop here, and maybe I'll just do this and bevel it. So we have some more geometry here to work with. And I will pull it up, which is kind of a weird decision, but it's not for me to make, it's for 20th Century Fox to make everything crooked. Whoever made that. Some animation studio in Korea. Ooh. Jesus, what am I doing? Okay. No, this is a failure and I don't like it. This looks kind of weird. What's wrong with it? So the contact shadows goes here and weird. Is it because I changed them? Yes. Ah. Okay. Okay. I need to think. Let me try to do light somewhere else and see if that's gonna help at all. Stop. Is that the shadows? No, they're clip. Should I don't have these shadows? What about you? Do we have the same material? Yeah, you do. Is YouTube stream still up? Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, I think the little light over here. Like a little lamp or like a spotlight. Actually, that can work. Let's see. I barely ever get to use a spotlight. Maybe something like this gonna look better. Ooh, yes. So with the angle and the blending, it's gonna be a bit bigger and it's like a yellow spotlight. Here you go. That's a bit better, and of course the contact shadow, because everything's kind of a contact here. Size of point area light maps. This little green area light is way too bright. Okay, let's do some texturing, I guess, because yeah. Because it's fun and it's mostly easier. This is my toaster. Metal material, and I'll try to use the same old imperfection map to get started, and I will box project it. Much like this, and I will scale it up. And it, color ramp it. Color to roughness. Oh, that's wrong. That's way better and dirtier. That's pretty good. But of course, should try out some other like metal material and maybe steal some textures from there. Yeah, like this one or this one. Ooh. Do I have any? Metal. Metal 1, metal 2. Okay, let me oh, this is a bad metal. I don't want this metal. Roughness, speedo, and normal. And I selected all of them for some reason. That's fine. Let's do the same for this material over here. Box, box. Box. And I will copy to selected all of these values. Looks kind of fine actually. I like this material a lot. So I will blend the surface imperfection thing to the roughness. With overlay, of course. Here I go. Okay, so this is way better than it used to be, and yeah, that's for now, that's good enough for this texture. Let me see. Can I see some imperfection here? Okay. So this little part that I actually like hand modeled which was a bit annoying to do, and it's also like retopologized to look more organic. This is some part from like a car, right? And I have no idea what it does or what it is or what it's called, but I've seen it somewhere, I think. And I'm using a Musgrave again to do the trick for me. And once again, there is no complications here or anything like that. It's just a good old. I should make like a group with imperfections at this point, to be honest, to just plug in all of this setup, but whatever. Am I available for product modeling, or do I do product modeling or commissions? Yeah, I do this professionally. I have clients, and yeah, just hit me up. I guess this is a comment on Reddit, and just DM me on Reddit, and we'll talk about it. But like business and budget and everything. Let's make it like yellowish, I guess, a bit more rusty, and ew, now this is gold. Do I have a rust texture? You know what? I need to check if I have, because I think I do. Rusty metal. Yes. Extremely ugly. Just what I need. Extremely ugly and rusty, but I think this doesn't have a UV map, so Rathin Shah. Is this for a video? Yeah, I have no idea. If you're a viewer of my channel, and I don't know, let me know. Do you like videos more? Is stream more interesting? Should I because I think I don't know if it's easier for me to make a stream or a video, and what is more kind of useful and more watchable. So the ideal scenario would be if I just made a stream like right now. Hey, someone loves the Yashan loves the stream. That's that's great. I didn't particularly love it. We'll see if I'm gonna do it. I actually like this texture way more. That's so cool. So the thing is, if I'm gonna like making the streams, I don't. Jesus, I don't even need any like uh improvements to this one. Maybe I can do the cool trick. By the way, check this out. You go into the vertex paint, and I know people do this, not only me, but when you click on paint dirty vertex color, you get this. Doesn't look like much, but in a vertex color node, you can see it as a material, and it kind of outlines your geometry based on the angle, and it works in Eevee, unlike the pointiness thing for the same thing in cycles. So you can crank it up, and much like this. Yes. And I can actually now, what is this? Yeah, I guess you can like color grade this way. Let me see. I don't know why is it so slow to like, do I need to press another thing? Is that gonna help? So now if I plug a color correction setup over here, this like color node, this HDRI is awful. Yeah, that's better. I can light up the parts of my yeah, as if it's like worn off. It's pretty cool. So here's the ideal scenario of streaming. If it's actually easier, I hope the person who asked about the is this for a video is still here, but if that's the if that's something I'm gonna get like better at, and it's gonna be more convenient for me to stream than to record a video, because it's surprisingly hard to make a video, and I don't know if making a stream is harder or easier, and the stream is gonna be worthwhile. I hope I can like cut it up into segments, and some of them will become videos, so we will still get videos on the channel. Maybe for some of them I will get more energetic or something, or have a distinct topic or even a script that I can just go over, and then pretty easily I can like cut it up into several segments in videos and upload a stream VOD like some of the streamers do in the playlist, and upload the segments as videos on the channel. So in a way, if this goes well, like for me, I don't really care how many viewers. I mean, I care about this okay, let's be honest. I care how many viewers will watch me now, but like hopefully the more I'm gonna do it. This is great. I love this texture, by the way. It's so like weirdly nice. If there be enough interest in this type of content, and I also can interact with people, it's pretty cool. I can do everything live and edit afterwards. I'll do this instead of the regular videos. If not, I will just come back to the video. Lots of few steps are confusing in the video. Yeah, so it's like with the stream, I will still upload like a play. It's gonna be unlisted, and I will show the segments on the channel, because it's just easier to find content this way. If you're like searching for like a tutorial, you will find my channel by looking at, like, for example, I can cut off this. Maybe I will not do this this time, but this vertex color trick with dirty vertex. Maybe enough people made this video already, but that can be a separate tiny video, right? So yeah, I guess sometimes you want to just check out how people work in real time and see actually how slow the process is, because sometimes, yeah, you look at the Ian Hubert video and he's like, you add this and you add this and blah blah blah, and here you have the final product and it's a perfect technique and everything goes well, but in reality it's not like that at all. And when you do anything, it's very time consuming and you experiment with a lot of stuff, and yeah, even step-by-step tutorials are like rehearsed. This is pretty nice in Rusty, I like it. Let's see how it looks in a model. Even step-by-step tutorials are kind of a pain in the lower back to see and think, wow, I will never be like that person. I mean, I think it was a while since I thought that, but yeah, I understand how for a beginner it can be nicer to check out some stream. And my whole thing right now, I see some people are willing to listen about this. So I used to do like short movies and like more complicated videos on YouTube on my Be Memorable channel, but now I see that there is not much market for that. I think, I don't know, I just really want to do cool renders and art and animations. So if I can just like make a bunch of renders and make a bunch of content around it, I will educate. I will kind of go through the journey of making something, figure something out, educate other people around it, and maybe like just share my story about it. And I just need to find the perfect kind of format that allows me to do this the most like efficiently and pump out as much content as possible. And this will also like promote my art, because even in it's pretty funny, even in movie industry they have budgets for advertisements approaching the actual budget of the movie. So all of the people who make the movie get the same amount of people money that like all of the advertisement companies get for just putting up an ad. You know, that's kind of weird, but yeah, you need to have people interested in your work and don't just put it up and kind of forget about it as much as you really want to do that. Well, I guess there are some, yeah, I don't know, there are some people who kind of just post, oops, daily or something on Instagram and then do anything at all, but I mean like do the commissions and daily post or something, but I don't know, it's surprisingly hard to consistently do something on Instagram or any other platform. MQO1 says awesome work. Hey, thanks. If you're still here, MQO1, maybe, and everyone else, I can remind, because there are a bit more people. Oh, someone wrote something. Let me check it out. Cinnamon Award and the videos, but yeah, I think it could create some more low effort content where you just make quick clips for stream and like expand it. Yeah, I think so myself, and the problem is that even I, on YouTube specifically, I mostly watch low effort like content. It's not like I watch super researched. Usually you turn off YouTube to relax and kind of even watch something in the background. So it's weird for me to maybe for like if I made a series for Netflix. This is the images I made. I want to just show you the finished ones real quick. Let me open my like file browser. So I have yeah, the trash one. Okay. Yeah, it probably is better to make a lot more content and maybe more like useful for people to watch that than just me spending the months on a video that explains some topic in the miraculously like animated way, but it's just one video, you know. So this is one. I think there's some music. I will publish it on Instagram soon. I guess on my Maker's Place too. And so that's this one. And there is a. I think I'll make like 9 or something. I don't know. We'll see. This is. And I will probably make a breakdown of some of these. So let me hide this. Okay, so that's the another one, and I also made a vending machine one. I'll hide this. This is the one that's thumbnail. I don't know, I kind of like it. Sometimes you make something and like, I don't know about this, I would improve this and that, but these scenes are so simple and they're kind of pre-composed for you that you can just kind of chill and enjoy it. So yeah, the time machine hopefully gonna be as I kind of like how these turn out. You know what? I kind of tired working live. Maybe I can just show you a bit of a breakdown of one of these scenes in 3D. Is that interesting? I hope so. So again, I guess what's the the simplest one? I guess this can should be the simplest one. Uh, Again, here it is. Oh wait, did it have this twice? Okay. No, then save. Okay. So yeah, I'll just save this for now, and I'll tweak this later. But this stream is more of a test, a perfect life lo-fi loop. Yeah, thank you. Hey, I'm trying to make this. This is actually pretty interesting because let me know if you're interested in making like a music related or like sound design related stream or couple of videos. Maybe I'll make like a video about how I approach sound design. Because yeah, I did make music and sound design for all of it, and I actually inspired by some vaporwave stuff because of the Simpsons wave movement. So I made, okay, let me show you how it looks. Compose the shader while I speak. So I actually made like a little song and some sound effect, and I then pitched it, stretched it out and pitched it down a little bit. How you used to make vaporwave music in back like in 20, I don't know, like 2010 or something, 2012, and that's kind of associated with Simpsons wave a lot. So that's kind of the lo-fi-ness is kind of a reference to that, and the like composition and style of these shots remind me a lot of analog photography. So I wanted to color grade everything kind of light in a way that that kind of like that kind of some of that lo-fi nostalgia feeling. So that's the can, and as you see, I render real time in Eevee, and it looks pretty much how the final version looks like. Of course, without some post processing work, but it's yeah 99% there, and this is kind of how it looks like. There is no actual vending machine, even though I mean, yeah, I needed to get the proportions right to the pictures. I can even show you with the background on. Look. Whoop. I guess I'll show you this and go. I think it doesn't work like that. Okay. Here we go. Okay, and because it's a simple scene, let me, I guess, break it down a little bit for you. So this is just a block. This block is just like a result of bad topology, and it's kind of useless actually. Um, so this part over here is actually just like a cube or something. It was that oh, like a plane. Yeah, I made like a plane, and I used the solidify modifier much like this to make this shape. And I also made, with a little bit of basic modeling, I made this shape over here. And I used some bevel to kind of match that with my image over here. And I also, what I've done is, I think the most of the work went into this stupid little metal frame that kind of looks like it's very old and bended or whatever. So let's check out the node setup over here. That was kind of fun and not confusing at all to work with. But what I've done here is actually, if you look at the topology, it's very like weird. But what I've done here actually is I made a little what have I done? I'm pretty sure I made like a plane and I placed it correctly like it was on the picture, right? I'm just gonna show you like something kind of like I've done. Yeah, I inserted with I, and I had this basic shape, and then I think I used, so if you go to the like this just looks better for the stream. So if you go into the edge selection and select this edge and press V, you can like rip this edge out, and now if you select the face, you have this shape, right? So you can scale it down and it's ripped off, and then you can solidify whatever you have this shape, right? It's pretty cool. I also beveled it, but I want it to look very old and like a bent plate of metal that actually was um, they leave sunlight a very nice little trick. Okay, I'll talk about this just after this part. So yeah, what I've done here is actually I just I think I created this material first, but regardless, I like converted it to the shape and I went into the sculpting mode, and I just decided to add more topology and remeshed it, and that's a bit too. It's not enough, I think. Did I actually do that? That's so weird. How did I? I know I couldn't remesh it. Yeah, look. So that's a bit whatever. I just added topology like this. I just added a bunch of loop cuts because the remesh thing was kind of broken and it was gluing everything together for me. And then in sculpting, I could just bend it however I would like to, and I looked at some reference images of bent metal of this kind of shape. I actually have it somewhere. Always use the reference for everything, really, art related. Let me see if I have these bending decals. I think this one, I have a special mood board for some of my favorite like hard surface stuff. I was looking at these image, both for like lighting and hard surface like information, and you see how it's not perfect everywhere. So yeah, this is how I achieved that, and I mixed a bunch of, I used the trick with the vertex paint again to find edges like this, and I actually painted some vertex data myself by just going into the vertex paint, and you can, does it work? I don't know. Yeah, you do it like this. The material is kind of complicated, but in the essence, it's a bunch of color ramp nodes for tricking and for like color ramp for tricking. Okay. The same old leak mask, a little metalness, roughness mask. The color looks like this. So yeah, I actually used a little noise texture to have some color in the reflections. So this was fun. And let us check out the lighting setup. The lighting setup is pretty fun, I would say. So initial image should be indoors, but I just thought, hey, maybe that's just some light coming through a window, because indoor lighting didn't look well at all, and I was trying to put like a lamp over here as if it's an office building, and it didn't look as beautiful and nice as it would be. And the original image doesn't have like a lighting information anyway, so what I've done here, I have this I wanted to animate the little bush, so I have this little model from Quixel, and I deleted all I removed all of the maps from the texture just to save on some memory. And I only had opacity over here, and I make sure to, by the way, use if you want to use something like this, some setup like this. Hi, I'm sorry, I'm dyslexic. Hi, Fizzy. Hello in YouTube chat. So if you want to save up some, if you want to have a lighting setup much like this, you see the actual geometry is very blocky, but you want to have these as shadows. By default, shadow mode on any material, I believe, is like opaque. So don't use that. Change either to alpha clip or alpha hashed, and and the hashed is the best one, but it's slower. And the clipped is like approximation. It like clips, it like cuts out the edges, but it's a bit faster. So yeah, and I animated this by using a little displacement. Where is it? Let me find it. Actually, I don't. It was kind of difficult. I'll make a separate video on this actually, or like a segment in the some other stream maybe, so it's useful when I'm gonna have some more structure to my stream. But essentially, it displaces, as you may see here. The problem is also looping this, like the movement of the leaves. So displacement has a texture, and it's set to coordinates from the empty, and the empty rotates all of the like 360 degrees, which is pretty nice. So it loops, right? So it's gonna displace the same way on the end frame as here, and it's a perfect loop. But the issue is, of course, so in this case it works. So if I'm not to use this vertex group that I selected, it's gonna displace, you see, this like thick piece of like wood over here. And this sucks, it doesn't look well. So you have to go in manually. What's wrong? Okay. You have to go in manually and like select the parts that are not flat and go into the vertex group and set weight to 0. And this way you can see my on the vertex paint. Oh, I accidentally selected this, whatever. These will move side to side, the red ones, but the blue ones will stand still. So here we have some motion. And I played around with lighting quite a bit to have the sun lamp shine exactly through these like pattern over here. And what also helped a lot to achieve this, like hey, my tutorials are great. Hey, I glad you like my tutorials. I don't put enough effort into them, so I'm glad someone likes them. So now let me show how it actually looks without this tiny particle system. It's pretty interesting how much it adds to the whole shot. So this is actually pretty cool. Anyway, the surface imperfection on the bottle is pretty good, on the can, but you know, not good enough in my opinion. It was so. I added some bubbles using a simple. So a key to adding bubbles is also pretty interesting. It doesn't look quite right unless you add 2 levels of like bubbles here. So you need to have your tiny bubbles and the bigger one. And it's actually, it used to be a separate like particle system with matter balls, and matter balls are these guys over here. So you duplicate them and they like do this. And you use them and you spread them around, and then tiny details are not using metaballs just because to save on some performance. And it looks kinda cool, yeah, as if yeah, it's like a hot day and they accumulated some bubbles, and it looks kind of simple, but it turned out to be kind of complicated to do this material too. You see that there is probably a lot going on, I guess. I also made this sticker myself too. I can show you that. Wait, I didn't make the design, but I had to like trace it in the Inkscape program. Let me check. Buzz color, it's called. Small logo. Yeah, I'm sorry. Second. Got distracted there. So yeah, I made this in Inkscape, but I used some other like reference first. I guess like an official merge design for Buzzcola, but it also didn't look like the one that whatever. It's kind of a mix match of what actually was in the picture and how it came to be. And I used some good old UV editing so to UV this thing for specifically this. And it turned out pretty nice. I had to add some so the surface imperfection. Okay, you know what? It's not that complex. There is this cool frost surface imperfection from Quixel. Let me show you how it looks. It's in my purchased. Ta, 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 purchased. Let me turn this off. Yeah, this one, Frost. It's so nice. It's so nice on the roughness. It looks so cool. All of these like little swirls over here. As if there's some frost. It's very nice. And I also added again that's that same old trick of having like lighter and darker like roughness on the edges. Adds up together to this pretty nice texture. And actually, once I had that, I just imported this into another another thing, another image. Oh, do I not stream anymore on Reddit? Did it just stop? Do I stream it on Reddit? Is it live? Why can't I? Hmm. Did it separate it into a second like video or something? Or what is this? Apparently, you think so? It says it streams, but do I yeah, whatever. So yeah, actually pretty simple setup. Why did I think that this is a complicated setup? I don't know. So I have this, I have lighting, and I have some animation to the shadows. And let me show you a bit kind of a crucial point to where everything kind of can look like shit in Eevee, and that's Eevee specific. But so this, oh yeah, that's so important. If you watch this, you're so lucky to know that if you ever do a sun lamp, always, like direct sun like this. I learned this the hard way. Look at the bounce light. It adds so much on every picture. It's everywhere. The sun is so bright, it always bounces some of the light back from the surface, and you have this. And as soon as I added this sun lamp, maybe it doesn't have to be that bright. It's pretty chill right now, but it adds so much. And the other thing regarding the lighting is actually, oh, this lamp is pretty bright. Interesting. So because this is a macro shot, I wanted to have a very high quality lighting over here and high quality sun lines. And what I had to do to achieve that in Eevee, I had to bump up my cascade size over here. This is only regarding the sun lamp in Eevee. So from the default of this to 4000. And I think more importantly, I had to change the max distance of the sun because it's a tiny scene for like a macro shot. I wanted to have all of these details from the little bush over here, you know. And in cycles, that wouldn't be a problem at all. But in Eevee, it is because it's like stretching out all of the 4000 pixels of this. to a light map all over your like long scene. So when you zoom in, you only see a fraction of that, right? So the max distance, I think that this setting, yeah, and use context shadows, I guess. But what does I'm getting informed that I'm not no longer streaming on Reddit, but that's fine. That's cool. All of my several viewers. I guess I'm about to wrap up anyway. It says it's like I have more airtime, but that's whatever. Couldn't really say bye to people, but wait, what? Stop streaming. Can you stop? Can you not stop on Reddit? OBS is currently active. It will shut down and blah blah blah. What do you mean? Ah, it's stopping streaming. Is it gonna take a while? That's weird. Okay. Just for my YouTube friends, for everyone who's sticking around, all of the like 3 people, and everyone who watches the recording, and probably in a tutorial later on. My cat is being annoying. Okay. Change the value of the sun lamp from like 200. See how light now it looks like shit. Okay, let me just show you the default. So it looks like this by default. This is the sun lamp. How am I supposed to work with this? What's wrong? The settings in Eevee are kind of confusing, but yeah, this is the same thing, right? This is unacceptable. And to fix that, I need to change this setting here and go into the lamp and have the maximum distance lower. So you go as far as like it shows. You go, so we can actually I can go in lower. That's weird. Why do they have it like 12 meters? But this is fine. Like if you have 10 or something, I wanted to have this in shot. So we can go too low pretty easily, but yeah, it's how far away you're gonna see the lamp. And I guess I can just put it to 5. I already rendered this. I didn't care, but yeah. And also these are supposed to be very soft, so I had to render. I had to bump it up to 64. I seen some guy on YouTube make a video about like soft shadows. To have soft shadows in Eevee, you have to use a higher sample rate, like 265 or something. And to be honest, unless even this is kind of dependent on the softness and no blending everywhere, I didn't see any artifacts at all in my final animation render, right? It's fine, it just moves. There's some grain from the grain overlay or whatever, but yeah, don't oversample your Eevee renders. It just doesn't make any sense. I usually use like 16 or something for most things. And yeah, this is how you do something like this. And you've seen some of the real-time workflow, and it wasn't really fun. And maybe breakdown is a bit more interesting, I feel like. So maybe I'll just do that later on. And I will leave you again with my new render for a second. Okay, the Reddit is gonna crash the Reddit stream. Okay. And I hope you can hear this music. It was a great pleasure to stream for you, and I will try to get better at it and stream more and make more content for YouTube. Thank you for sticking around. And let me just put bye in chat. A frog! I love frogs. What is this? Another frog? Okay. That's great that you love frogs. That's very nice. So I hope you enjoyed. It looks like for me it's more fun to actually make a breakdown than real life stream of doing something. So I'll probably do that next time. And bye.